This is our first time in Aruba. We just got off our ship and we're gonna go explore the downtown and port area. Let's start.
To go and show you guys everything about it. For now, we're gonna head back and get ready. Before we go explore Aruba, goal number one is to escape our room. We're all ready to go. Check it out. We are in Aruba. We have been sailing for 2.5 days. It's about 9:47 local time. We are docked here till 9:30 at night. Are you excited about Aruba? Now, one of the perks of being on the first deck is all you have to do is just do one floor down to get off the ship. Gangway straight ahead. Welcome to Aruba. Check out the cruise operation. They are cleaning the ship. It is extremely windy in Aruba. We're gonna head into town, but check out Carnival Horizon docked in the front, NCL docked behind us, 2 gates open on deck 1. This is your Terminal 1. Welcome to Aruba, one happy island. Carnival puts out water, whether you're coming in or going out, take advantage. You have a choice of lemon, mint, ice water. Anything unusual in this port area? Right? Sbarro and Quiznos on one side. Cinnabon on another side, sitting area, and a few shops that we were looking through. They have Aruba Aloe here. It's a nice little port relaxing area before you board the ship. I like it. We like exploring the port area, walking distance port area around the cruise port. There's also an information center here.
You have the Wilhelmina Park, the marketplace here. Right here you will find the governor's house. So you can walk anywhere here to your right, anywhere here. We have this museum which is free. If you take the trolley, it will be one of the stops.
We learned that the taxis have a fixed rate. So if you are going to Eagle Beach, the taxi ride is going to be $15. If you're taking the bus, it's going to be $5 round trip.
Right.
Palm Beach taxi is $16, Baby Beach is $47, Lighthouse taxi is $27.
Now there's trolleys free of charge that runs until 1:30. There's a pharmacy for the 25-minute walk or a supermarket at 25-minute walk. This is what your port looks like. A small building. Pretty small building. Yeah, there is no building over there. When we were coming in, notice that there's only one building here with shops and stuff. So if you're lucky you dock here, you have access to tourist information and shops. Now if you're wondering about directions to town, clear direction heading straight to town here. Love when ports do a great job explaining everything simply so then there is no confusion. Made in Aruba Christmas ornaments. We are 15 minutes in and we have made it just outside. But what a great spot to take pictures with the cruise ships.
Yes.
And I see more local shops right outside. All ships exit through here, so exit to downtown sign. Go through a little security checkpoint. Like a busy exit.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was fun. Everybody doing island tours, car rentals. And here we are, free of the port. It's a beautiful day in Aruba. There's a Citgo here right in front. This is your I Heart Aruba sign. The sun is in the back, so we may get some not so optimal pictures, but it's better to do that first thing than wait till you come back because the lines may be longer.
So as soon as you come out of the ship, you're gonna go to your left and that's when you will find the I Love Aruba sign. Take a few pictures and across of it are more shops if you're interested in that. That does look very inviting.
plenty of shops when you come out. It's actually a really nice walking town. So right across there's a $+ store. Coke can 2 for $2.99. Pretty decent price. Bottles $2. So as New Yorkers, these are fairly reasonable prices. But maybe if you go further in a proper grocery store, we may find it even cheaper. Check out the Aruba flag. Very nice. Now here's you're wearing a St. Thomas, St. John, St. Croix shirt that we got from?
I have no idea. Well, it was all in the cruise. It was like when we were...
Right here, that's the clue. That's where you got this shirt from.
St. Thomas.
St. Thomas. Okay, quick change in direction. Spotted the trolley that is running until 1:30. So we're gonna go take the trolley. It's a free trolley that will take you to the end. Is it still running? Yeah. So maybe thing number 2 is the trolley.
Must do.
Good morning!
Good morning!
Alright, now we're talking, guys. Buenos dias!
This is really nice. Now, how long is this trolley
He said
ride?
it's 45 minutes
The
ride.
official stop is going to be the bus station. For those of you who want to go to the beach areas later on, such as Eagle Beach, all the way to Arashi Beach, you can take the bus number 10 on the right side. When we come back, we're going to have this same stop.
Number 10. If I want to go to the beach.
Hey,
This is the National Archaeological Museum of Aruba.
most of us here on the island are blessed enough that we can read, write, defend ourselves in at least 4 different languages. The English, Spanish, Dutch, and our native language on the island is Papiamento.
Ooh.
Papiamento.
Papiamento used to be a dialect back in 2003. They made it the official language.
Check out the local park, Salia. There's a boat in this one. Just looks beautiful.
Next stop, guys, is going to be the first stop in the downtown area, and it's called Chipi Chipi. We're going to have 3 stops in the downtown area.
Cheapy
The
cheapy.
last stop, we're going to stay there for about 10 to 15 minutes. All right, guys?
Yeah, it's called Cheapy Cheapy, boys.
In the main street, you're going to get clothing stores, bars, restaurants,
Oh, yeah, look at
ATM
that.
machines. So you're going to get a little bit of everything, not too much. Damas y caballeros, es la primera parada dentro de la calle. Welcome to the downtown area. Welcome to the weekend stop. First stop, primera parada, eerste halte. Chipi Chipi.
Cheapy
Cheapy
cheapy. Welcome to
cheapy,
Cheapy
not so
cheapy.
cheapy. We're gonna be here for 15 minutes.
Next stop, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be the second stop in the downtown area, and it's called Sherry's.
Sherry's.
Monumental buildings here in the downtown area,
Lisa?
which most of them right now are in the process of being renovated. Take a look on the left side right here, this duty-free building. The building itself is a monumental building. This was our first commercial hotel that was built on the island back in 1934. The name of the hotel was called, Hotel Caribbean.
This is an incredible ride. I am in disbelief still. I don't think we have ever experienced anything like this on any of the ports ever.
Sometime between this year and next year.
This is a must do. If you are getting here in Aruba or you're stopping in Aruba on your cruise, you have to do this ride.
That's a
that's
cactus
crazy.
growing out of a roof.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next stop
That's the
is
first.
going to be the last stop in the downtown area, and it's called the Niki Plaza Stop. That is where the streetcar is going to stay for approximately 10 to 15 minutes. For those of you who need to go
Doozy
to a
Doozy
pharmacy,
Cafe.
we're going to have a pharmacy for
Hey,
you
we
over
were
there.
walking, I was going
We're
in
also going to
there.
have a pastry
Doozy
coffee
Doozy Cafe.
store.
Fresh juices looked so
You know,
nice.
for those of you who are looking for water and soda, we're going to have a local store for you there that sells water and soda. Maybe you might still get some Arubian snacks, such as pastiches, etc. I'm not sure.
Yes.
Bon Bini
So at the
Bazaar.
last stop, you can feel free to disembark, get something to drink. If you want to take some pictures in the cabin, you can do so. If you're going to need some help, we can help you out. We're here at your service, all right?
Now, this ride is also amazing for getting some really nice pictures because you are comfortably seated and your background is constantly changing with beautiful trees and colorful buildings.
What do you think of the host? Is he fun? 1824.
Alright guys, all the stores that I mentioned are going to be on the right side from the streetcar, starting with the pharmacy. Right hand side.
there is a
Farmacia, mano
There's a
derecha.
pharmacy here.
The
Too.
blue-
Aldia, there's 15 minutes. We're gonna get up, get snacks, come back on. That's our plan. This is what the trolley looks like from the side. Really nice and open area. You can sit below or above. I would recommend the top only because it kind of gives you this close-up view of the buildings as you're trolleying around downtown Aruba. We are stopped here for about 15 minutes. Then we're gonna head back to the port area. This is what the downtown looks like. They said they're revitalizing it. So this is all the back area, the back streets here. There's a pharmacy here. There's a couple of stores here. A lot of the stores are closed and they're renovating them according to them, but there are more stores in the front street. There's Alia walking above. So check out the controls of the trolley. Modern street railways. Got a couple of electric devices, iPad things, your gear, and then the gear to maybe speed up and slow down.
Ready to go?
Ready!
Later on, we're going to stop in front of the mall, the Renaissance Mall. That's where you're going to get a Starbucks, the Halloween store, casino, etc. First stop, Sherry's. Damas y caballeros, muchísimas gracias por su paciencia. Y ahora nos dirigimos de regreso para el puerto de crucero.
It's so nice. Now we're sitting in the back of it as we are going back to the cruise ship. Always love murals in every city that we visit. Guys, remember in Gallup, New Mexico, we saw this incredible mural.
Yeah, that was really nice.
When you guys say good morning in English, in our beautiful language from Papiamento, we describe it as bon dia.
Bon
dia!
You guys say good afternoon. In Papiamento, bon tardi.
Bon tardi!
Buon noche.
Bon noche!
That's good night. When you want to tell someone thank you in Papiamento, Masha Danki,
Masha danki!
Midushi.
Aww.
Midushi. Why are people laughing at Midushi?
Midushi.
Midushi!
What does Midushi mean?
Midushi.
Honey, sweetheart.
On this ride, they're also teaching you
Para nosotros, ayo.
a lot of local language in Pimento,
Eh.
Papiamento.
Papiamento. And Alia was practicing out loud. How do you say I love you, goodbye, hello in Papiamento in
Ayo,
Aruba?
Midushi.
This is Cheapy Cheapy stop. There's a mango here. Also a Victoria's Secret. We just drove by Victoria's Secret,
And Polo Ralph Lauren.
Polo Ralph Lauren. So
So
there
not
are.
so cheapy cheapy.
Yeah.
This board is going to be on the right side for the street card. Vamos, caballeros, para las personas que van a desembarcar aquí
I'm
al
loving
centro
the
comercial,
downtown area of
por favor,
Aruba. The mall
piso
area.
arriba, escaleras.
There's Zara. There's a lot to do in the port with the beautiful architecture too.
Yes, and colorful.
This is the mall with Gucci, Prada, Dolce Gabbana. There's Sam's, Rainbow, a bunch of souvenir shops, Eva. We are getting closer and closer to the port area. Oh, check out the building behind you. I actually like the colors, the balcony.
Enjoy the rest of your vacation, guys, and we would love to see you guys back on the island sometime soon. Once again, thank you so much. Until the next time. Necesito cooperación de todo el mundo en el primer piso.
We're gonna head out. There's a long line, so it's best to do this activity as
Thank
soon
you very
as you
much.
come in. Thank you so much, sir. See you. This was great. This was great. Thank you.
When we found out about the trolley, we were confused if we should do this or walk around, because obviously when you're walking around, you explore more, you have more freedom to go in any stores or go in any streets that you want to. But now that we have done this, there is no confusion. There's no second thoughts. If we are back here, we're definitely going on this trolley again. How many times does this run? In a
8 to 9 times.
Till 1:30. Okay.
The main street opens for the street, so every car can pass.
And is there like a fixed time to know when this is gonna come? Or if somebody wants it, you should just wait here?
We just wait, but in the morning we start 10 o'clock sharp.
There usually they have 2 trams working here, but because he says it's a little slow today, so they have only 1 running, and the whole tour is about 40 minutes. It's totally free. The cruise ships pay the port.
Yeah, and the government for the free service of these trams.
Something to keep in mind if you are planning on doing this. He said sometimes when it gets really busy, the lines can go all the way up to across the street. So that is something to keep in mind. Even if it's free, if you have to wait too long in the line, then it's maybe worth it to just walk to the downtown because it's not too long.
Nice, open, wide sidewalk. So if you have a wheelchair or a stroller, this is stroller and wheelchair friendly for sure. We just got off the cruise ship, so we have been seeing ads for Effie, like non-stop on our TV. So here's an Effie store. I don't know why I like these funky colored buses. Such an Aruba look. You can also rent these ATVs. Here is your Royal Plaza. Again, a bunch of construction happening in Aruba, but there is Iguana Joe's there. Pretty crowded. Everybody's sitting, enjoying the breeze, enjoying some drinks. 4 minutes away from this spot is the museum, Archaeological Museum. So we have 3 missions. Mission number 1 now is we want to go to that museum and show you guys what that looks like. Mission number 2, get snacks, drinks, take it to the pier and enjoy that. And mission number 3 is walk and explore all these shops till the end. Now there is no stop sign here, just walkway sign. So if you start walking, the cars do stop. You know, $1 souvenirs, a lot of Aruba souvenirs here. I think if you just walk 5 minutes, chances are you can save a few dollars. This is the street right behind that main street. This is called Slepstraat. Beautiful building, and so far nice and quiet. Right at the entry, the museum is free. They accept donations, and it will take about 30 to 40 minutes to kind of walk through the museum. So Aruba experienced decades of abundance between 30s, 50s of the 20th century and 1950s. A well-developed infrastructure was already in place. For example, it was during this period the second airport, Dakota, was inaugurated.
The Aruba experience during the 20th century posed many questions in relation to the economical, social, and cultural transformation. Aruba's population increased primarily through mass migration from 15.687 in the 1930 to 56.910 in 1960.
So now this is an archaeological museum, so you can actually come and check out some of this artifact. You can see a picture of the fieldwork, if you can kind of see through the reflection here, and the tools of the trade they use for the excavation. They actually have a whole diorama of the village. So you can see 1,000 years ago how people lived in Aruba, in these huts.
Is that like irrigation?
Yeah, that's probably irrigation.
Feel this.
Arubian hut.
I challenge you to find the bed.
The bed is here, it's a hammock. So on the second floor, the exhibit continues. So what happened to the pre-ceramic people? Until 1513, there were about 600 to 800 Amerindians living in Aruba, but everything changed when Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao were declared useless islands by the Spanish. In 1515, some 2,000 Amerindians were taken from the islands to work as slaves in the mines of Hispaniola. This was a devastating event in the Aruban history. A thriving and complex Amerindian culture was destroyed. Some escaped deportation by fleeing to Venezuela. Some hid in forests and caves, while others were killed either by Spanish or by disease. Eventually, Amerindians would return to Aruba. Culture had been altered by European influences. So again, it's so important to learn and also teach the kids about the local history of all these islands, and I think the museum has done a great job.
Ooh.
All right, we're gonna go into a water exhibit. Just
Be careful, low ceiling. Ooh.
I think this museum was definitely on our recommend list. Come here, spend like even 5-10 minutes, donate to help the cause.
Nice.
Right inside the museum, there's a glass door that will take you to a shop, and there are restrooms back here too.
Have a good day.
So we're gonna grab some snacks from this grocery store.
0.9 divided by 1.75. It's gonna be $7.
So Alia, what is the deal with the prices over here?
So all the prices are there in their local currency, which is $1.7 for $1. And they have like really big signs right by the entrance, so there's no confusion. Now you would look at these prices and you'll be like, oh, this is $12, but this is not US dollars. So what I'm doing is just taking the price and dividing it by 1.75, and that's your price in
What's
US
the price
dollars.
of that bag of chips then?
This is $6. Ritz toasted chips, it's $6.
Blueberries, $9.75. So honeydew here is about
$12.
$12.
12.5.
full selection of fruits and vegetables here. I actually love exploring local grocery stores when we stop in Ireland. Get 2 of those Cokes,
Yeah, okay.
and I'm gonna grab a couple of these Inca Colas for our cruise. Let's see if Alia reacts.
Aww.
When we went to Lima, Peru, we had some Inca
I
Cola.
know.
Okay, minimum visa is $10 purchase. Our bill total was $37. We did buy a couple of other snacks for a train ride that we're gonna do from Miami all the way to New York City in Amtrak. And again, if you
30
guys-
hours.
30 hours or 33 hours to be exact. If you follow us, you know that we have done a couple of these long overnight coach class Amtrak trains. That's the last tram that's heading back to the cruise port. Welcome to the Renaissance Mall. You have all of your regular stores here. There is no food court in here except for the Blue Bar, Chop House, Starbucks. If you're curious what the R Renaissance Mall looks like, you're in it. So your fancy stores like Louis Vuitton, plus your generic stores also for your souvenirs, sunglasses. Really nice looking mall in the heart of Aruba. There's also restrooms in this mall, so you can check out a couple of those restaurants listed here. Carolina Herrera, plenty of seating. The Renaissance Mall is connected to the Renaissance Hotel, of course. And this is the bridge, couple of bridges. You can see that's the main road. And if you want to take a water taxi, this is where it comes in. So the taxi will pull right up there. Then you can go enjoy Starbucks or a couple of those other restaurants too. But
That's a great idea.
now this is the lobby of the Renaissance Hotel. We're gonna walk on that bridge one more time. There's a hut there with a nice view of the cruise ship. That's where we'll have our snack party. And check out Carnival Horizon right in front of the Renaissance Resort. Nice little hut. Save you from the sun.
Isn't that perfect? We have the view and we have the shade.
Okay, so if you take the Renaissance boat to their private island, this is the view you will get. Check that out. For anybody who likes aviation, that is so cool. Oh, thank you. That is very cool. Thank you, appreciate it. All right, so we were hanging out with one of the boat drivers or riders. This is the Renaissance boat. It goes to the private island. This, I think, is the adults, and then there's also a family Renaissance here. You get access to this boat that will take you to the private island. There's a restaurant there, an adult and a family side. But what we wanted to do was to kind of show you, if you continue walking in this direction, what else would you come across? Check out the Renaissance taxi that takes you to the private island. All right, we came to the pier so we can take a look at Carnival Horizon. I thought somebody was gonna stop us, but nobody did. You can check out the sidewalk here. Pretty decent sidewalk all the way. Now, Aruba is famous to rent these ATVs and take them out to the dunes. All right, welcome to Renaissance Marketplace. So there is Starbucks here, Haagen-Dazs ice cream, if anyone wanna. There's an arcade here also, 5 o'clock somewhere bar, Serenade bar and hookah lounge, big screens, bar, another big screen.
Dunkin' Donuts?
All covered, plenty of shops. All right, at the
Thank
Renaissance
you.
Marketplace, we got a couple of ice creams. So this is where the mall ends. Again, Renaissance Hotel, Renaissance Marketplace. And now we are entering this little area. It's a little park. There is a little sculpture coming here of Anne Frank. His Anissa would know because we actually took them to the Anne Frank Museum in Amsterdam a couple of years back. So here's a little sculpture of Anne Frank.
That is the Renaissance Resort.
This is the family resort in Renaissance. There are a couple of playgrounds. So the other one on the main road was for adults only. Okay, so heading out of the Renaissance property, really like the park in front of it. From the marketplace, 20-minute walk away, you come across this bridge. We're gonna continue walking this way. There are more resorts, but as you can see, there's not a lot of shops and stuff. You can check out these two buildings. They kind of stand out. Beautiful apartment. The way it's done, it's like an upside down pyramid. We are pretty close to the airport, and you can check out some of the planes landing. Is that Swiss Air?
Air Canada?
So-
Because I definitely saw the maple leaf with red and white.
Yeah. We walked about 20 minutes from the marketplace, and just so you guys see, there's not much here. If you keep walking another 10 minutes, you're gonna hit the start of the airport and the road curves. We were guessing how much this beautiful apartment is gonna be.
Massive apartment.
My guess was a little insane. So I'm gonna start with Khizr. Khizr, your guess was?
500K.
500,000. Alia, your guess was?
$1 million.
$1 million. Isa, did you thought how expensive would this be? No? And my guess was this apartment on the top floor would be $20 million. So then I went to the website, and this apartment in Aruba is being sold for $980,000 and lower. So I think the lower apartment is about 700K. It's actually a beautiful building for that amount of money. So from here, we're gonna do a power walk all the way back. It's 4:31. Let's see how long it takes us from this point. Also, not a lot of tourists from the cruise port terminal are walking here. It is 5 minutes into our walk, and we're already back at the Renaissance Hotel. That's the Parlamento di Aruba.
Wow.
So we're right in front of the Parliament building. It's 4:39, so 7-minute walk. Parliament building is across the Renaissance Marketplace. Coming by Lucy's. Tagline is retired surfers, bar and restaurant. Alia, we are back at the bar. That walk was about 10-12 minutes. Now, we just took some pictures by Lucy's Aruba 1. Right across from Lucy's is your casino, Wind Creek Crystal Casino. That is your Renaissance Mall. Behind it was your Architectural History Museum of Aruba. Right there are a bunch of shops. That's where we're gonna head to next. We are next to Hubert Straat, I think, which is a street in Dutch. This is the paddock. So that's that famous place that everybody talks about. There are dollar bills in there covering the whole. It's kind of like the one in Key West. Khizr would love this place. Check out the dollar bills inside this bar.
Oh my god.
Exactly. This whole bar is covered in dollar bills. So what do? You sign your name and your date, and then you plant a dollar. Check this out. How many bills do you think they have? Any guesses?
Easy.
$10,000, right?
Easy, yeah.
So how do you keep it safe at night? Out of the four of us, there are two people who love markets like these. One's in front of me,
Guilty.
and one's right here. Loves markets.
Just this is.
You can come check out all these stalls here in Aruba, right in front of the Royal Plaza. That's where we were about a few hours back. From time to time, even around this area, you can come across these little nooks and crannies with the beach. This place right next to Sharky's and Kingfish, the apartments above, that's a pretty nice area as well.
Okay.
So yep, we got our picture of Carnival Horizon heading back this way. Check out this sidewalk, a lot of benches where you can sit down. enjoy the breeze. A lot of boats here too. And here we are back where we first started, back to the cruise terminal road. This is where we hung out for, we left here very early in the morning. It was 9 o'clock. So we have been out and about for 7 hours. This will give you an idea. With 2 kids, 7 hours. We took the trolley tour. We did some random walking up this street too, just to see. We saw park, water, birds, planes, shops, ate some snacks, went to a archaeological museum and a history museum of Aruba. It gives you enough idea. If you don't want to do a tour or you have been here multiple times, you can spend a nice time walking around Aruba. Hope you guys enjoyed coming along with us. Make sure you subscribe to follow us around the world. And we're going to catch you guys in the
next one.
Bye for now.
Bye.
Trolley is actually exciting. There's suspense.
Oh, are they gonna lift the car?
I think so.
Oh,
Did they just lifted the car?
they are. They're shaking it.
We just saw a t-shirt that says, I put ketchup on my ketchup, and that so describes Isa. So it's not technically a full-on beach, but you can take off your shoes and go wet your legs.